What's going on, everybody? Here to drop another video. Why is it most people cannot create the future that they want? Why can't most people work towards the future that they want? Well, there's a couple of things that play a major role in not getting to that future result or that future reality. And one big thing that I realize, especially with the self-education moving forward, just creating what I want. I notice from just reading videos and just being around certain type of people, events, just being really immersed in just understanding how the brain works, how the subconscious mind works, how the conscious mind works. Just being around a different type of people, you get to understand certain things. And one of the things that I really understand now is that we have about 60 to 90,000 thoughts per day, right? And out of those thoughts, 90 to 95% of those thoughts are unconscious and they're from the past. So what we thought about yesterday, we think about today. What we thought about a week ago, we're thinking about today. And what we thought about 2 months ago, we're thinking about today. So what happens if you actually transform your conversation? This is one of the things I've always said in most of my videos: transform your conversation, monitor your conversation. What happens if you take those 60 to 90,000 thoughts, out of those 90,000 thoughts, 95% of them is from the past. If you start consciously thinking and questioning yourself about the present state of mind and your future, what begins to happen is that you begin to move in that direction that you want to move into. You have to become conscious of what you are thinking. You have to remember, 95% of what we do is from our subconscious mind, from automatic programming. So if we're constantly thinking about something from the past, that's just going to give us more results of the past in the present state of mind into the future. You have to take a conscious effort of understanding your thoughts and understanding what you want to think about by asking yourself questions, or just purposely writing stuff down so you can have a constant reminder of what you want to create in the future. And when you begin to do that, that's going to give your brain a roadmap towards the future. It is very difficult. It's very easy, but it's difficult to really conceptualize and visualize the thoughts that you are thinking about, because it's unknown to us because of how our makeup is. We have so much stuff going on in our lives. We don't have time to honestly look at every single last thought that comes in and out of our consciousness or in our subconscious mind. But if you take a moment for your life to create what you want, especially when it comes to your thought processes, especially when it comes to these thousands of thoughts that enter in and out of our subconscious and our conscious mind on a daily basis. If you begin to direct the thoughts that you want to create, have those conversations that's going to help you create these thoughts, these actions, this reality, guess what? You begin to have that. But because we're not taught to really review us, we're taught to review everybody else. Nobody has ever really taught me until the last couple of years. Now I'm 37 years old, about to be 38. And in last 5 years, I've been taught, shown, and I've seen where if you start to focus on what you want, and you start to discard the things that are giving you these results that you don't want, and you focus on your thoughts, your actions, understand visualization, what begins to happen is you get to create what you want. And I think that's something so powerful that needs to be taught at a young age, of how to really visualize what you want. And of course, some people like, I do affirmation with my daughter, and that's just like fine-tuning the subconscious mind to say something like, I'm an amazing person. I'm going to give back. I'm happy. I'm alive. I love my skin color. I love my hair. Why? Is because out there in the real world, there's so much negativity that comes in. It's going to shape your consciousness. It's going to shape your mind. It's going to get you into an automatic rhythm. And you don't want that. You want to create that because that's part of our makeup, because our brain takes a lot of the things that we don't consciously think about. Think about this, right? This is something I just want to throw it out there. I know I'm a little rambling, but can you imagine if we had to consciously tell ourselves to breathe, to tell ourselves to pump blood, to tell ourselves to do the things that we do automatic? That is the reason why our brains are so sophisticated, because those things are so tedious, we will forget. There's a lot of things we'll forget. So it's the same thing with these thoughts. It's automatic. So once you begin to understand that this is automatic, you get to implement the things that now, if you work on, will become automatic. You won't have to think about saying it's an amazing day, or I'm a phenomenal person, or I'm going to impact the community, because you're automatically going to be doing it in your subconscious mind. So if you take an opportunity to really learn who you are at this particular moment, and then visualize the person you want to become, and figure out the action steps and the values and the goals and the must, guess what happens? You get to create the person that you want to be. It's not going to be easy. It's very as practical as it is. It sounds super easy. It is. But once you start it, it's not, because it's not part of your world. It's not part of your paradigm. Excuse me for the noise. We're in Brooklyn. So I want you to take this moment. Just start to get conscious on all of the thoughts that come in and out of your consciousness, and figure out what's working in a positive way and what's working in a negative way, and start to discard that. Because once you get to create that amazing conversation, when you get to create and have those positive thoughts automatically go in and out of your conscious 60,000 times out of the day, guess what? You get to create the person that you want to create. You get to create the life that you want, and you get to impact as many people as possible. But it starts with understanding what system is running, understanding what is going in and out of your consciousness. And once you begin to do that, you get to create whatever you want. It's really that simple. It's going to be hard. Why? It's because for 30-something years, this is the way I was. Now that I'm moving into a different realm, it gets easier, because I want this. I want this. I want this. I want to be better. I want to be great. I want to be amazing. I want to be phenomenal. I want to be prosperous. Why? It's because I know these thoughts is going to take me to the next level. And guess what? Those other thoughts that I was thinking about subconsciously or unconsciously, guess what? They're no longer there, because I put what I want into that. So anyway, I'm out of here, man. Just remember one thing. To change your life, you got to change your mind. Peace.